Exactly, and they, as soon as they saw the champions locked in, they immediately discounted this team. Yet they performed spectacularly with those champions. So
I think, you know, my favorite thing that they kept kind of reiterating too is how do you adjust to something that isn't a pattern, something you haven't seen before? And you can't. You have to be reactive the entire time. And when you're on your toes like that, it almost puts you on your heels, if you will, because you're never the first one making the move.
China going with that composition instead of, you know, pulling out another strategy actually means that they're being more competitive now.
Yep.
Because they're trying to hide everything possible from all the teams that they're going to face later in this tournament. So, with that, let's take a look at this game that we're in. All the bans already done.
And TSM on blue side here, first pick, first ban. That went to an Aatrox, Elise, and Zyra, as they are all out. And they may be looking for that Thresh, Xpecial, the all-star, one of the all-stars of the team. And that's what he used up there.
Oh, yeah. All-star Thresh play. I remember back to the North American LCS where he interrupted St. Vicious on 6 consecutive Jarvan flag combos
Each
with
one
his play.
Was just as amazing as the last. And then Saint stopped ganking that lane.
He learned his lesson.
Didn't want to go
Took him a while.
Somebody we've been seeing banned out quite a bit now through is Corki. He has always really seen the purple side ban. If you're on blue, you're going to try to force something out to get yourself going. But on the purple side, it looks like he does get through for a second pick on GG's 1 and 2 here.
It really has been the rise of the Trinity Force carries here so far at Worlds. Corki's pretty much the front runner among all those AD carries as well.
Safe picks here coming in for Alunir. Takes his Jarvan up so he can be a menace around the jungle. If you can hit all those lanes with Jarvan in the first few levels, then you can put fear in your opponent's eyes and really make an impact in every lane gank after that, because they know you're looking for blood. So that's going to be what they're doing.
He's a strong jungler and coming in and ganking lanes just for harass as well. All right, we warned you.
Yep, there it is. That gets a bit of a standing ovation from the Teemo lovers, but we cannot lie. Any Teemo lover is also a Teemo hater. So it's a love-hate relationship.
You know, I think Reggie might hold on to this champion pick because Reggie's gotten a lot of you know, bad press. And this is really getting him back in, as you can already hear, with a lot of the fans. I think he's going to hold on to that Teemo. They're probably going to do some switches here.
There's an Orianna. We got to remember, that got locked in with the Teemo. So how much more is that of a mind game?
Meanwhile, on Gaming Gear, we've got a composition that they've used over and over again, all the way since Gamescom. Nothing new here. Jarvan, definitely one of Alunir's favorite junglers, likes to get going early. Mazzerin Gragas plays. We can't talk him up enough because he pulls the Baron steals. They are going to be red side.
Red side? Oh, man. Alrighty, somebody's going to be annoyed by blinding darts. We know this is on the plate for this game upcoming. We see hecarim now jumping into the tournament for the first time here, so we're going to get a little horseplay from the OddOne. But it's where the Orianna goes. It looks like it will be that Vlad, the AD carry turtle here on a little bit of Teemo.
So they have 2 more seconds there. Now they can't switch. This is actually going to be...
Have to pick.
Oh, just kidding.
You're ahead. You just want to get into the game.
I want to be done with this day. All right,
Tryndamere.
Let's get going. We got one more pick here for GG. Tryndamere is a good lock-in for them because, you know, back at Gamescom, they had good success with the split-pushing Tryndamere. And if they can get him a static Shiv, then he can actually hold on to a lane with Vladimir. Not many people can actually do that.
Lock it and rock it. These are your compositions coming in here.
All right.
The 10th game of the day, because we had that extra one. So this, or 9th.
So that...
10th, 9th, 10th. You guys are here with us. You know what it is. Turn it up one more notch. We're going for this one. 36 seconds left in the pick ban phase. The teams have what they want right now. hecarim and Teemo making an appearance here, as well as
Once we
Tryndamere.
get down to that 20-second mark,
no more switching.
There's no going back.
So Dyrus and Xpecial are playing with fire right now. Boom.
Right.
It's actually after 20 seconds.
Yep.
Not with 20 seconds. So they're already there.
Yep. I have a pretty good story here, backing this one up. Before this game, actually, after the last one, Dyrus and Xpecial played. They said, 1v1 me, bro. Xpecial and Dyrus went 8 times in the top lane. Xpecial won 7 of those. So he actually earned the right to lane top. And he said he was going to show Dyrus how you get through the first 5 minutes without dying. Oh my God. So big talk from Xpecial here. We'll see if he can actually pull it off.
Sometimes you just have to have your teammates hear the right thing, and you'll motivate them in the right direction.
Showing is a good way to teach.
Teams are about ready to head onto the Rift. Before they do, let's see how the fans voted on this one. The current count on LOLesports.com is 92% for Team Solo Mid. The analysts said Team Solo Mid, but they don't count in that 92%.
All those people voted. They are now, fans of Teemo. They can't renege on that. They're locked in. They're Teemo fans. That's
something you might regret at some point in time, but right now they're feeling pretty good about it. These teams are ready, and these teams are on to the Rift. TSM versus GamingGear.EU. As we hop on, Riv and Kobe bringing it to you live here. Everybody in the crowd, pats and backs. Everybody watching at home, thank you for sticking with us all day long. Worlds isn't even over. We're just starting.
So Space Teemo started out with a red elixir as well. Reggie's looking to get this party started very early.
AD, wait.
All right.
AD Orianna. Yes, I like it. I've actually seen it before. Didn't work too well, but I've seen it.
So there's also, TSM's a very old team. There's some good history here. WildTurtle actually has played mid professionally.
Yes.
He subbed at
Leaf
IPL.
Turtle.
He subbed at IPL as a mid laner. This is a legitimate role swap. We'll chalk that one up as a legit one.
He is hatching that ward right now, so they are going to walk right off of that. MBS safe in the try. Team Solo Mid going on Mission Impossible here. That wasn't that impossible.
Mission success.
Success.
All right.
Both teams reading each other perfectly. These are open books right now, but I don't think they're going to get to the next chapter just yet. They make their way out to the other side of the river. Good rule of thumb. Don't cross the river alone.
Ooh.
That's what they're putting into use here.
Reggie's crossing the river alone.
Oh, man.
He's scouting ahead.
Oh, dear. He's on duty. And he's going to be on duty.
Okay, he's setting
middle of the lane.
Some traps here. Sometimes when you set a trap by yourself, you catch way more than you can actually deal with. He's actually got no backup right now. We'll have to see how Dyrus' support skills can actually come in here, because just Reggie being behind a minion wave and running into a Corki Sona, he would actually die in that matchup.
So you are correct. We are going to get Reginald on the AD carry position. WildTurtle moves himself back to the mid lane here. We'll see how this works for him. Dyrus.
Okay,
Dyrus
delaying the minion wave.
I like this.
Delaying the minion wave so that the waves are actually pushed up a little bit
They
more.
have to know, though. They're like, wait.
Reggie's just getting himself into a whole heap of trouble here. It's a whole...
How didn't he feel him? Oh, man.
He's not that furry, I guess. He's covered in the spacesuit.
Right on top of him. He's got to be running out of oxygen. He's going to come out soon. Oh, the flash play, but they go for Sona. Some of the lowest HP in the beginning of the game.
All right, we got
first blood for Reginald, but he goes down valiantly.
All right. Reggie gets the badge for sneak attack.
Right out the gate.
He's earned it. That is going to give early level 2 here to DeadlyBrother, though. And it's going to be up to actually Dyrus on Thresh to carry this lane, it seems.
Teemo doing what Teemo does, already causing Inspirro to pull some of his hair out on that one, but he'll get back to lane. This should be all right onto this, and it looks like now the focus onto WildTurtle in mid. Alunir creeping up slowly from the left side here.
WildTurtle's doing a good job. He's gonna want to hug that bottom side of the river because that's where his ward is. Orianna's got her built-in speed burst.
Boom.
And he's able to walk away.
Nice little play there by Alunir. He could definitely put some damage on, but I like his play without the vision on the OddOne. He said that might be a bad idea. I may tunnel in. He makes his way back to his own jungle and sees that pressure can be applied in the bottom lane. But where did Reggie go again?
Master Captain Reggie comes back for DeadlyBrother.
Oh, that's...
Too many minions. Too many minions.
Yeah, that's a bit of a trade in the favor of GG. He did get some damage on a DeadlyBrother, though, but the sustain, surprised they're not able to get this back up yet. Finally, a level 2 coming in from Inspirro as the OddOne starts to wreak havoc on the jungle here.
They trade Wraith Camps, and that is actually going to be Alunir heading towards the bottom. This is a red elixir Teemo, though. This is not your ordinary Teemo.
So now this is the 3v2 dive. They're increasing it and taking it to the next level every game. They say 3v1, we just want more kills. We'll put 2 people in that. They're thinking about it. Looks like they are going to disregard.
Nobody wants to dive Dyrus for it. That's scary.
Why not?
Xpecial, by the way,
they've done it all tournament.
Xpecial's 1 minute away from proving himself to Dyrus, saying it's not that hard.
Oh, the dodge back and forth. The quick feed coming out from WildTurtle puts on the shell, a bit more defense for himself. The party goes down. Is the ignite there? Turtle goes down. He can't dance it out. The OddOne will not be able to finish. They get out with a 300 combined HP.
Yeah, go back to the bottom lane, Turtle.
He's doing what he can. They're putting
All right,
hard
well,
pressure
we got to
on.
give him another chance. We got to give him another
As
chance.
a jungler, though, you got to say that was a good game. They came in strong. They gave him health. They weren't able to really come back on that one. And also, this is the odd now being an extension of Reginald or of Turtle. This is different. He's usually that right hand of Reginald. So that's different play they're having in the mid lane.
It does take a while to build that synergy, the jungle mid synergy.
Yep.
WildTurtle and TheOddOne having some problems there.
Let's look at this top lane. MBS versus Xpecial. A little Vladimir here, as Kobe was saying. The Xpecial versus Dyrus lane matchups 1v1 as they were having fun. Went to Xpecial, so we'll see if I can hold his own in this top lane. He is at 24 CS to the 37. But at the turret, Vlad's not the worst last hitter, so he should be okay for himself. 2-1 now. We're 5.5 minutes in with that first blood coming fast from Reggie in the bottom lane. And TSM still is applying that aggression.
Also, you know, Xpecial is actually no stranger to AP carries. Before he joined solo mid, he was a solo mid player himself. He would always go towards the mid lane, and he was only forced onto support because, you know, Reggie takes precedence.
Xpecial looking to do some damage here. Oh, no, try to get the Tides of Blood on, but he couldn't grab it. Looking around, that's great. Thanks, Mazzerin. 34 to 30 CS. Well, actually, it's 34 to, where are you, Turtle? 29. So that's not too bad in the mid lane.
Yeah,
everybody's
rearrange
kind of
those.
hard hats on right now. They are kind of mixed up since they switched up lanes. So to add the CS together will be a little different. As we look at the tiers in
Mazzerin's
the
got your
inventory.
beers for you.
Mazzerin has the beers. He's burping himself away. But the tier in the inventory for WildTurtle means he's going for that late game Ori. And tier's not really something you see on Ori unless it's been lately. NALCS as well as around the world.
Yeah, it's interesting. He did not go with the Chalice for the built-in magic resist. Rather just go straight tier. Don't know what to make of that.
Nope.
That's all I got.
Faster beers. There you go.
All right, Xpecial though. All right, see how Xpecial deals with this gank, because this is actually the first true test. If he fails here, I feel like he can't give Dyrus any more flack.
All right, so this is the point in his mind when he's thinking, wait, I usually have an AD carry to pawn this off on, but it's me now. It's only me. He gets the flash. Do they have it?
No.
Oh, he turned around in a spinning slash. Great job by MBS. The follow-up there on the rebound. They're able to get another kill for themselves. 600 gold only, but they're really making the junglers work for this. At least Alunir, because he's been in every lane so far trying to make it happen for his team. OddOne's doing all the counter jungling, 46 to 21 in CS.
And he has hit level 6 here too. TheOddOne does have his ultimate ready, so he's going to go help out Dyrus and Reggie down bottom. Get that Teemo fed.
Oh! Right through the turret to the backside. DeadlyBrother tries to get out, but it's going to be all about Inspirro. Oh, he gets out of this. They get the flash play once again. Horseplay coming in.
Reggie will take the turret. Oh,
What?
well, and he'll die for it.
All right, so the Teemo suit does not give you any more defense. It just looks cool. You can't tank turrets like that. Turtle coming up, the speed steroid. That was a pretty good shockwave.
Dyrus has been missing all his hooks, but he always follows up with the flash flay.
The harder one. Flash flay, whatever. I don't want to throw the hook. I'll wait 5 minutes and flash flay again. That's what he's saying. So we may see, no, Turtle goes back. We won't see the first turret going down here. TheOddOne clearing out mid lane, so everybody's just regrouping. I don't think they've definitively figured out what they want to do yet, which is why they're not going anywhere. They said, yeah, we got a few kills, but I don't think we have enough ground to really make that move. And TSM's been the one to control objectives. They don't really have the team to do that, but neither do both teams. You don't have the Renekton, you don't have a Nasus. So it's really just both of these teams feeling each other out for the next move.
I saw TSM's game plan before this match, and it was really just a page printed out with First Blood Teemo, and then it was ... Profit.
Those were mushrooms on the map.
They got the First Blood on Teemo. That was really all that they thought through.
What happens during that mid-game part? Oh yeah, we're going to get there again. We'll see.
Pretty substantial lead here coming from GamingGear.EU. This is probably the best start that they've had to any of their games here at Worlds. Alunir sneaking in down to this bottom lane.
Yeah, they got all the... Oh, he throws out the hook. See, it wasn't a flash flay. It would have been guaranteed flash flay.
Yeah.
But the hook goes out. That means with the hook down, the pressure is a little bit off. Reginald taking a phosphorus bomb right to the nose there. And it looks like this will be quite a formidable gank. A level 7 Jarvan to the 6 and 5 here.
Even in the mid, too.
Oh,
NBS
Turtle!
is getting his gank on.
What? Oh, he got it. He actually hit it as soon as the auto attack went out. Tries to get the dueling down, but it cannot happen. The blue buff there on Mazzerin has him pick up the kill. They could go hard on Reggie here. There's the aggro. He jumps in with the hook. He says, you want me? You got me. Going in as the odd one from the backside. Getting that horseplay in there. Inspirro takes another turret shot. That's only going to help to solidify the kill. Odd one coming up big on CS. Now 2 kills for himself. They may just go for DeadlyBrother. He's going to have the red buff as soon as he gets that. It's all said and done.
On one more turret shot. Does get out. And he's going to recall in the Fnatic bush.
Right in the... Oh, level 8 to level 8. The ultimate's still there. Tryndamere can throw down that rage. Special. No, he turns it around. He gets enough distance without the spinning slash to be up. You got to keep the consonants in the right place.
It was a little bit early on that ignite there from Xpecial.
Kind of alerted him. Said, I want to kill you. 6 to 4 is Xpecial. We've talked about this before. That turret will go down slowly. Vladimir keeps throwing things at it. 15,600 to 14,600. So with everything that has happened slowly but surely around the map, it is only 1,000 gold, which always can come back from right now. The one turret in favor of Gaming Gear is going to be that mid turret. So they do open up a little bit of access to the buffs in that dragon if they really want to start pressuring more with deep wards.
Teemo's got his mushrooms, so he can spam those around the dragon pit. And TSM, they've already passed up their 8-minute dragon that all the analysts keep talking about. They're so well known for. You can see they're deviating from their normal path here.
Nuh-uh.
It's just a little bit.
So again, OddOne is Alunir's blue buff. He has been there every single time so far. And if you actually, I was going to say OddOne's a little too high in CS, but there are 79s and 99s on the board. I was going to say he's almost maxed out with his lanes right now, but WildTurtle does have him at 84. Mazzerin looking to roam a little bit here, but the ping's going down. OddOne is being super patient. He gets a cookie for this one.
Meanwhile, down bottom here, DeadlyBrother has gone with the Vamp
dear.
Scepter, so Trinity Force will be delayed, and OddOne comes in hot.
Going on to OddOne, comes in again, and Inspirro tries to flash out, but he gets the great pushback. The double knockback here. Alunir doing what he can. This is going to make it a 2v1 or 3v2 coming in, if they can make it. See what they can do to this. Alunir taking damage onto Dyrus now. Reginald already pieced out of this fight. They're still going.
That was another beautiful flash play there from Dyrus. Got 2 with this one. They ended up trading kills in the end, though. So, again, Gaming Gear really starting to pull away with this one.
Hey, man, if you 5 minutes, a kill every 5 minutes is a pretty fast pace. To wait for that flash play to come up every time has been an advantage, and it has worked out for them. They're trying to grab up Dragon here, thwart a little bit of what Team Solo Mid has been doing around the map, and continued their gold lead, pressuring about 900 more gold up. And they make way off of that. The wards are still going down good for both teams. It's really once we get these team fights in here to see how these compositions really work, because you got guys that want to keep them in the center with Alunir's Cataclysm, but then you got Exploding Cask. It's going to blow you out right to the outside of the ultimate and its forest edges, with Inspirro trying to crescendo you. So that's coming out of Gaming Gear. Dyrus, we've seen the flash plays. OddOne has been going in from Nocturne length ganks and still making them happen here. We'll see. Both of these teams pressing themselves to the limit.
Well, OddOne's gone with those Swifty boots, so he's going full speed right now. WildTurtle gets hit.
Huzzah! Right into the wall, but he throws down the shockwave. I don't think it's going to be enough. The 1-2 and the belly slam to the backside is going to be enough to take down Turtle.
Mazzerin's Gragas is not to be trifled with. He is a legitimate hardcore Gragas player, and Turtle right now is feeling the pain.
Uh-oh. Reginald putting on the move.
Nope.
Getting the quick feet to get out of that one. So with the turret down, they really haven't tried to activate too much. They did go for the dragon after good pressure in the bottom lane. Xpecial and NBS here on top on an island. I don't think they're going to see too much of anybody. Hook there by Dyrus, pulls himself in, but he looks to be throwing himself in the fire. Now OddOne is able to act on it. Now Reginald's able to act. Mazzerin says, peace out, goodbye. And he's going to get help to get out from Inspirro.
Reggie coming and doing his part as well. Another assist for Teemo. Xpecial really has done his part up in the top lane. One more hit on that turret.
Do you think Xpecial had an easier time because he's not Dyrus?
That may have been a large factor. He did end up dying to the first gank that went there, though.
That's true. That is true. They kept the eyes on the top lane. We'll see if leaving Xpecial alone comes back to hurt them. That turret in the top lane goes down, so they answer the structures at 1-1 now. 15 minutes into the game, NBS forced to stay in the top lane, but they may try to activate something once again. Looks like he's going to try to sneak into this bush. Mazzerin getting the pings on going up as well.
They know where that Gragas is. OddOne's seeking him out. You've entered the General's jungle. Now you're going to exit it. That's fine.
So we have the next dragon coming up within at least 3 or 4 minutes. We did just see that go down in control. On the bottom side of the map is GamingGears, which isn't really normal for TSM in the early game. Like we say, they grab that objective, which means they're going to probably have the first turret that went down, which they haven't. They did grab one for themselves in the top lane, but again, answered in the bottom lane now. GamingGear really adapting to everything that TSM has tried to do, not letting themselves be thrown off by the early first blood. Turtle gets hit back, but like I said, it pushes them away. They want to focus their power into one spot, but the time spent there was looking to where they were going. Alunir now at the end of the fight. Dyrus comes in, the crescendo goes out. It is not going to dance the odd one as he gallops himself to a double kill. Now going on to Inspirro. Always the focus here. You can see the look on his face. He is not happy about this right now. He is going to try to run. It is hard to run in a dress, and he is going to go down.
Oh, Reggie can't even get that one, though. Dyrus had to commit to supporting the rest of TSM, though, so this allows NBS to answer with this top turret.
Triforce coming out now. DeadlyBrother, he gets a little bit of burst into his kit there. We see the Archangel as well as the Sork boots coming out. So the long game, as we saw before from Turtle and team, the tier being stacked up. Look around the map, we do see the Lizard item going on to the TheOddOne, looking for more of that burn with his red buff, but he's also looking to mitigate. He's got the Negatron and the Wardens as well, so he can consistently make these dives without having to worry.
Yeah, the heal from hecarim extremely strong, so giving him a lot more effective health when he stacks those resistances.
Yep.
NBS, though, he still could have fought the TheOddOne 1v1. Didn't want to turn around because he had no vision. Didn't know if there was a Teemo going to pop out behind him. Just jumps over the wall. He's fighting invisible monsters right now.
He got it. There it is. It was hiding behind the small one. That's all.
All the golems look alike? What are you saying, Riv?
Yeah, actually. It's. I was going to say something, but it wasn't going to be funny. 9-9, 17.5 minutes. 2,000 gold for GamingGear. They've held quite a lead onto this one, and kind of TSM on slow and steady. They're not. It doesn't seem like they're too worried about it, but they're also not falling too far behind. They're like they have a plan at some point in the game. Maybe to lead them into a minefield of mushroom satellites. Maybe a dragon fight? A Baron dance?
Dragon fight, that would be in another minute. So Reggie's going to have to get some mana and lay his minefield before that happens, or else they really will not have an advantage.
Well, he's going back to get the mana, but the minefield won't be there for a while. We'll see what they can do. This is, yeah, GamingGear having the timer on Dragon, saying, let's get these lanes pushed a little bit more, figure out where they are, and do some damage. Looks like they're going to try to contest here. The pink ward is going to give them a good upper hand. It gets Inspirro. Does he connect? No, Dyrus does not choose to pull the chain.
Take the lantern.
But he does take the lantern to safety. Very nicely done.
They still have that top laner jungler synergy, even though Dyrus is now on Thresh.
Yeah. See if they can get the... Oh, they're going to get pinched in here, but I don't think GG is going to have the full side swipe. Yep, TSM is going to make their way out. They're going to say,
10 seconds on that drag.
You take ours, we take yours. The blue buff will be huge for Turtle to have during a dragon fight. Orianna being able to duel and provide safety for your team with that blue buff on is huge.
There's so much vision for GG right now.
So
Dyrus is on the wrong side of the map.
If he had 5 wards, he would have known where to go. He flashes out of this one. He's all right. He does actually have that many wards, so he did know where to go.
He's also got a longsword, so he's got some extra attack damage. That extra 10 damage could be the difference here.
We'll see. If somebody lives with 5 HP, then he needs another longsword. 3-1 in turrets here as we have Gaming Gear really putting the pressure on. The 3 outer turrets have gone down, and overall, that just opens up the first half of your jungle.
This is definitely go time here.
Reginald takes a barrel to the face. He's going to start chasing off on the right side, but Alunir says, no way. Peel duty coming in. Reginald inside Cataclysm. Mazzerin with a body slam takedown. MBS on a WildTurtle. They will still turn this fight. A very nice box going down by Reginald, by Dyrus, that stops the team, but TSM was almost inside and on the other side of that box.
Xpecial's the last hope!
Is the dragon? Wait, well, on the chase. Who tied their Nikes tighter? Uh-oh. No, don't walk into it. Oh.
Mazzerin pulls up the ace. Gaming Gear really was stranglehold now. The extra dragon, that's gonna pretty much do it here for TSM.
Mazzerin pushing down mid. He should be able to get some good damage. No, timers are way too low still. 10s, 12s on the map. We do have Mazzerin at 14, NBS at 13. That gives them a 2-level and 1-level advantage on 2 of the members on their team. Great job by Inspirro taking down that dragon with the help of DeadlyBrother as TSM tries to regroup. See what they're formulating. Moby Boots going on to Dyrus so he can make more Flash Flay plays. Looks like we will have somewhat of the Hextech Gunblade, as well as possibly a Zhonya's coming out on the side of Xpecial for his Vladimir, but Reginald has actually gone for Teemo, Blade of the Ruined King. It's just quite interesting. But then again, Teemo's close because you can blind. So.
Yeah, that's a good item completed for him, but meanwhile, NBS has a Blade of the Ruined King plus his static shiv. So that is the split-pushing Tryndamere combo, and he's just going to be a monster right now. So it's going to get ugly from this point on for the TSM fans.
And OddOne is definitely taken to the jungle this game. 115 farm, 5-1-4, which is still pretty good for the amount of CS he's actually gotten because it's not lane taxing. He's been in the jungle, and then it's almost like I took a jungle camp of the enemy team. Now I must gank. It's like his camps are the kills that other teams act off of to take turrets. So he's definitely making moves this game for TSM. But a 5,000 gold lead with all that pressure from OddOne is still in the hands of Gaming Gear. They found a way to kind of work their way into the woodwork here.
And with Gaming Gear grouping up mid, TSM are looking to force that 4 vs 5 situation. All that Gaming Gear have to do is keep their distance, wait for the split push to occur.
Reginald back in the bottom lane, which means actually that's going to be DeadlyBrother called down. The top lane being pushed by NBS, and way more of a threat here than we have Reginald going onto the turret. They should be able to drop that. We'll see if they get a 1v1, but that's what I'm talking about. NBS just going wreaking havoc right now. That blade in his favor. He's going to be able to get through this one. The Hemo play is going to hit him up. He'll throw on the ultimate. The last hit goes down. And Alunir tries to get in for the standard assist, but he wasn't there in time.
All right, Gaming Gear going to push all 3 lanes now because they won all 3 lanes. NBS has no ult.
Oh, OddOne taking good advantage of that. Looks like he also wants a refresh on that red buff, but he changes his mind. He gets hit up on. Actually, that was a flagging drag I saw on the minimap. Looks like, man, shockwave down. Mazzerin gets hit up, and the crescendo goes back. A great bounce out by the exploding cast. Mazzerin somehow makes it out alive on the ball movement. Oh, Dyrus gets the minion. It's a little bit of gold, but not what he wanted. Misses that play because he didn't flash. Mazzerin picks up the kill from across the side. Alunir throws himself into the fire. Turtle with red buff is still going to hurt pretty good with those auto attacks stacking up on Orianna's passive, but it's not going to be the ball movement. It's not as good as a duel, and he may actually go down here as Mazzerin getting himself healthy.
Turtle is pretty comfortable on Orianna with no mana, returning to his AD carry roots with that red buff. But meanwhile, down bottom lane, DeadlyBrother takes another turret, and the gold lead extends.
Bad news bears. Nope. Oh, maybe not. Xpecial reading this out, playing support. He's checking the minimap. He's saying, actually, Turtle, I think you're in danger. Coming to help. Turtle backs. Safety has been secured. 24 minutes in here, it's 17-12. Safety is secured for them, but this game is not yet. Gaming Gear is on a tear right now, and a 6.5 thousand gold lead, 3 turrets in their favor, which means they've hit a second-tier turret on the map. This is just getting worse and worse for TSM.
Yeah, this game's pretty well handled by Gaming Gear. They kept cool under pressure, even with the first blood from Teemo. The game after this, with the OMG versus SKT1, I'm already wondering, you know, what kind of champions they're going to pick, if they're going to stay serious or not, because that's actually one of the most look forward to matchups. Yep. First round was won by OMG, and we'll have to see. I think SKT1 will probably be wanting to take that one back and even it up. But OMG have already shown that they can perform no matter what champions they choose.
Oh, Reggie getting very close there, but he does have a few mushrooms around to keep him safe for a good escape. Everybody on TSM seems to be backing right now. We'll see what they put in their inventories. No home guards yet. They aren't strung out that far that they really need to start saving things here and there and multitask. But they do need to get these lanes pushed. They have to figure out a way to get back in it. Being down 6,000 gold and Vladimir being your split pusher is stopped over and over by Tryndamere.
Dyrus laughing his butt off over here on Thresh. One of the scarier laughs, though. Could be confused with his taunt.
We still like all the sounds from Korea. Like the Lysandra, the screams. Those ones are pretty amusing. Reggie back in the bottom lane. And we have to consider that Reginald isn't going to provide a whole lot for his team. So this is why we got the Teemo split pushing, trying to be a menace with his mushrooms. But is it going to be enough? Move speed is not going to get him up here in time. Baron at 25 minutes could be in the hands of Gaming Gear, and it looks like there's no contest from TSM. The chat's going out from Inspirro. They're saying, I think we should push the Nexus after this.
That's generally the game plan for League of Legends. They got the Baron buff, so giant advantage secured. Reggie is not giving up on this bottom turret, though.
Whoa! A 26-minute endeavor finally pays off. The return on investment may not be there, but it's all about that it happened. 44 to 37,000. Oh, Xpecial getting hit up here by Alunir. He is going to have Tryndamere just on the other side. Will they decide to go for the Valkyrie over the wall? No, he did make it in. Kind of squeezed himself into the Cataclysm there. Corki teetering on the side of the rock. Xpecial, very nice Thresh Lantern. Dyrus getting him to safety there. Dyrus says, that's how you do it, Xpecial.
Maybe Dyrus is the one with the upper hand in this switch, actually.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, he gets Mazzerin. I was going to say, that'd be scary. That'd be your death sentence if you hooked onto that one, going out into the middle of a 5-man brawl by himself. He does have the ult up. He does have flash up, so he will get the flay. We'll have to see if they can perform that. As long as everybody groups up around Gragas here, they can't do much.
NBS can continue split pushing because we've already seen him solo Xpecial. Nobody really can go answer that, and the rest of Gaming Gear can just wait for Mazzerin to land one of those ultis. Knock some unsuspecting member of TSM into the rest of the team.
Ooh. Dyrus feeling some good pain there. NBS being a menace in this top lane. And it's really just GG feeling out where TSM is. Once they get the one pick that they need, they're going to be going in. DeadlyBrother to do quite a bit of damage here. Expect that. Onto the turret, brings it down to half health. Pretty good siege protection here from TSM, but it's only a matter of time. The turrets are taking more damage than they would like per push.
The mid one's fairly healthy, though.
Yep.
It's only got a couple knocks on it. Rest of the team closing in, though. Alunir joins the fight.
So this is going to be even worse now. If they can't take down one and then the other, they're going to have both. So once they take down that one, they easily win the fight and walk to the other one. It's going to take them no time as they are now prepping both of those inhibitors to be taken down for a pretty much unstoppable push that they would have. If this fight is won, they go out onto Reginald. A little bit of hate there coming out. WildTurtle goes down, though. The global taunt from Teemo, too much.
WildTurtle with the sort of half smile there. That's like the smallest smile I've ever seen on WildTurtle's face. I don't know if TSM are having as much fun as they thought they would with this mix-up.
This is going to be big on the top lane. There it is, the 1, the 2 to the inhibitor turrets. They easily prep them for the kills. 29 minutes in, NBS going on hard to Xpecial. He gets the choke down, but they can't continue. And that damage from Mazzerin so big right now that TSM is forced to take it and keep going back to the fountain.
Reggie's still smiling, but that's because he got to play Teemo.
Joke's on you guys. So only 3 turrets left on the map here for Team Solo Mid. An 11,000 gold lead, hefty now in the hands of Gaming Gear, which means the 11,000 gold is definitely a few core finished items within a few members. It is going to be an impact when these fights start to come out. We have the Rabadons and Seraph. which is good on Turtle, but we have to remember these guys are still down a level. It's why these fights aren't being impacted so much, and that's why GamingGear is slow and steadily winning the race.
Yeah, WildTurtle is doing his part up there. Level 17 at least. But we just saw how little that mattered when Mazzerin was able to land his combo. First in down, 100%. WildTurtle's gone. Glass Cannon Orianna here.
All right, we'll see what they can put up. Red buff being grabbed up. That can't be too much more. Once you're grabbing the buffs at this point, you're not farming. You're ready for that last pressure, ready for the last go. You can see the Aegis ring right there under the feet of Jarvan. He has set himself up with a locket finished up off of the Iron Solari there. The last Whisper coming out in the hands of NBS, which means he is just going to be cutting through people right now, and the only one standing in front of him is going to be the Odd One. So these guys looking pretty good to win this 18-12. Could be a final push here, Kobe.
It better be. GamingGear, they've got 2 inhibitors down already, and they've got plenty
This is that take control moment
of power to back this one up. They're looking for their first win here at Worlds. It's going to be their last game, and they're going to finish it out strong.
I'm not going to lie. TSM still has the ultimates that would make you disengage. You'd have to get out of there. The Chemo Plague AoE, the Command Shockwave AoE, the damage
they
you
got
can do
Mazzerin
off a hecarim ultimate, the Spirit of the Dread going as well, trying to get that damage as well as heal himself, and things like that could stop the push.
Very good job there by TSM, taking the initiative, but with that down,
I like this.
2 very, very important ultimates down. They can't pull that twice.
GamingGear showing they know they're ahead. A lot of teams hesitate at this point. Everlast
Alunir,
after
let
losing
yourself
one
out.
member. Closes the Cataclysm finally. Almost couldn't get that down. MBS throws himself in. A 3-man crescendo. The knockup after. The crowd control follow-up is so consecutive. TSM finally moves after a good 3 seconds. And this is what I'm talking about. That disengage. The AoE one after the other. The ability to stop the final push.
TSM comeback starting right now. 31 minutes in. Able to get a few kills for themselves. No more no more inhibitor turrets left for them to defend with. So it's going to have to be all them catching GamingGear off guard. And I don't think GamingGear are going to let this one slip away. They see this win in their sights, and they're finally going to take it.
Don't jinx them. Don't jinx them, Kobe. 56-46. They're keeping the gold lead, which means they're not really giving up too much. Yeah, they're losing a few on each pressure, but they're always gaining a turret. They're getting damage on those inhibitors, and they're making sure that they're giving TSM a hard time. It's not like TSM can walk out of the base after this. It's all cleanup mode for them right now. They got their janitor buckets out. They're trying to mop up base.
GamingGear have that Baron timer down. So they're just going to wait up there, instantly take it, and then push in for the win. They haven't missed a step here, though.
The next step looks like it is going to be Baron once more. And Oracles keeps him clean. They time this one out. So this definitely going to make it a little harder, especially with the Mikhail's Crucible coming in on Inspirro. He's finished up his items. Everybody's pretty much not max, but where they could be for this game. It's gone definitely down the right path for GamingGear here. So coming out of this with the Baron, we should see a final push. But TSM, I'm not going to give up so easily. You can see Reggie smiling. He's like, yeah, I'm clearing this wave. You're not pushing bottom.
Right there, he was just remembering, hey guys, remember that time where I got first blood with Teemo down bottom? He was reminiscing.
And then everybody says thanks. And then we lost. OddOne up to the front. Every time he makes a step, he has been in the fight. So I don't even expect him to kind of hesitate here. But he did. You can see level 16, 17 there. A lot of 18s on that side of NBS. Bit of pressure onto the inhibitor. The focus really can't be anywhere yet. It's going to be the Odd One. It's going to be Xpecial. It's going to be the Odd One. They're trying to micro each other back and forth. Put the fear into GamingGear. Back onto Inspirro. They try to lock down the crescendo, but he gets it out. Xpecial takes just about his full HP bar in an exploding cast. One after the other. TSM begins to fall. Inspirro, the only one here for GamingGear. And they look to clean up the base with 40 seconds in the death chambers.
All right, GamingGear closing in on their first win of Worlds.
Locking it down. The Nexus turret's there. Dyrus not flashing for the last flay. The flash was down. So are the Nexus turrets. GamingGear picking up the W in this last matchup versus Team Solo Mid in the group stage. Ended too fast for Mazzerin. He wanted that kill there. TSM gave their fans a game. These guys came out. They played really well. They played their heart out, and they had fun. Really counts. Great game.
They gave their fans a game.
Gave their fans a game.
Truer words never spoken.
We said on social media, they were joking it up. Not to say this game was a joke from them, but they were having fun. They knew they came into Worlds. Both teams fought very hard. Worlds showed that there is just so much power that has not been seen around the world. And I think China has shown that here as well. I mean, OMG kind of put a stamp on their strength, so we're going to have to see what Royal can bring up.
Yeah, we'll look forward to our OMG going to finish this whole group stage undefeated. The next game is the last game of the group stages. SKT1 versus OMG is a giant matchup. A lot of people have been saying those are the two best teams that are even here at Worlds.
It's going to be different. We've definitely keep saying it. It's a mid-lane centric kind of tournament coming into Worlds here with what's been going on. Faker, Cool, you know, even Reginald,